Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. So, hello and welcome. I'm your host, Dr. Rubigil, and I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to all on the behalf of lovely professional university. So, attendees, we all are gathered here virtually to witness an incredible session with our expert as they are going to tell us all about Chat-a-Bot. I'm sure you're as excited as I am for today's learning process. But before that, allow me to introduce the experts of the day. Dr. Archana Kanwar, Assistant Professor, School of Electronics and Electrical Engineering, Lovely Professional University. A young and dynamic personality who have her doctorate in instrumentation and control in engineering with robotics and automation expertise from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, National Institute of Technology, Jalandhar. Her expertise lies in mobile robots and robot operating system, and to her credit, she has numerous research papers in journals of repute. So, ma'am, thank you so much for giving us your valuable time. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, ma'am.
With equal pleasure, I would like to welcome our admission nominee, Mr. Pankaj Vij, Assistant Director, Head, Department of Tie-Ups, Division of Admissions, Lovely Professional University. A cognitive personality who holds a master's degree in management with a keen area of interest in training and development. With an experience of more than 2 decades, in multiple domains, including teaching, training, and operation, he has occupied strategic positions in multiple organizations of repute. And attendees today, he'll be discussing about the admission part of the university and highlights of the university as well. So, sir, thank you so much for joining us. It's a privilege to have you on board with us today. So with this, we'll begin our today's webinar. So over to you, ma'am, and looking forward for a great interactive session.
Thank you so much, Ruby, ma'am. Okay, so very good evening to everyone. So I am Dr. Archana. I'm from School of Electronics and Electrical Engineering with the expertise of robotics control. So today I am going to deliver a webinar on Chat-a-Bot. So in this, we will be basically going through the basics of chatbot, that how the chatbots are created, why we require them, and what are the basics application of these chatbots. So starting with the introduction to it, what is basically a chatbot? So chatbot is basically a computer program that is governed by a predefined rules or artificial intelligence that grants its capabilities to communicate with and like a human. So basically, you can say that it's a robot that imitates human conversation through voice commands, text chats, or both. You can communicate with the robots or with the other humans present in the environment using these chatbots, using voice commands or giving some text chats as well. And moreover, obviously, you will be requiring some internet for this to make this application go on. And it's actually basically a virtual conversation between your robot and the customer. So let's talk about the history of chatbots. So you can see over here in 1950s, the very first chatbot has been developed, and that was just for the testing purpose. And after that, Eliza and Parry were the first two chatbots that were intended to understand and simulate the human language. So since then, industry has grown bigger and better, especially with the emergency of messaging bots that integrate with platforms like Facebook's, WhatsApp, Telegram, WeChats, and the like. And most of you all having some Google Assistant at their homes. You use usually Google Assistant in your mobile phones, in your laptops, and Echo. These are all one example of chatbots. So let's now talk about the types of chatbots. Basically, the chatbots are divided into two categories. The first one is based on set of rules. You will be basically designing your chatbot, that what basic functionality it has to do, that is pre-programmed, and then it will actually do all those tasks that you have defined. as different commands. And if suppose some user input some other command which you haven't mentioned in it, then it will definitely will not be able to fulfill that query. It will basically fail at that moment. But in advanced, you can say artificial intelligence or machine learning chatbots, you are basically going to make your robot understand, make your chatbot understand based on the learnings it is having from the past, and will be conversing those information, and based on the knowledge, based on the information it has gained in the past, it is going to be more smarter and better as compared to the set based chatbots. So now basically you can say that the artificial intelligence is an emerging area, and with that the chatbots are becoming smarter and better day by day. So basically how chatbots work is, so basic thing that is the heart of the chatbot is natural language processing that we usually use in Google Assistant, like I mentioned already. So in that, what happen is whatever you are saying, it will be actually converted based on the knowledge base and the data which you have already stored, and the action will be performed accordingly. So basically the heart, or you can say the natural language processing, is one of the artificial intelligence technique which you have to implement first to make your chatbot work, to understand you, and to implement those tasks what you are going to make your chatbot to perform for you. So why we require chatbots is basically it can actually at a single moment it can actually solve the queries of different customers present over there. Or you can say, if suppose I'm having my robot with a chatbot inbuilt in it, so I can give a multiple task to that robot at a single moment, and it will be performing those tasks in a very less time. And obviously proactive interactions. Why? Because if suppose you are having some older persons at your home, so that robot with the chatbot inbuilt will be actually able to interact with them, provide some, you can say, engagement activities like about the latest news and about the latest technology. Everything it can actually provide to that, so that they get engaged in that particular you can say environment. And eases scalability. That means basically you are not actually making your chatbot work on a single language. You can make it can understand more than one language. Any language you want your chatbot to work on it can actually understand that and can convert that language in whatever machine learning it actually understand that in machine language, and then it will be going to perform that particular action. So basically, if I see the applications of chatbot is very adverse, and you can say that it is basically used in robotics, in retails also, in travel and hospitality. You might have, if suppose you have booked some ticket, you are using Make My Trip or some apps. So there you are actually able to see some of the assistant that how they can help you. A message gets pop up. So that is basically the chatbot application. In banking and finance, and in healthcare, in finding out the hospitals, in finding out a particular, you can say, course in education, in media and entertainment, these actually chatbots are used. So here I have put one picture of one of the chatbot application used in a robot, that is Sophia. So Sophia is basically a humanoid robot that is actually understanding through the natural language processing, and is processing that language and performing the task which which the user are going to make that robot to perform. So basically it is also having a chatbot inbuilt. So now the thing is, after a brief introduction about chatbot, let's now create our own chatbot. So for that, I have given over here one website link. This is one of the website link where you can actually create your own chatbot. That is obviously, I'm not actually going to cover the AI chatbot because that is a bit complex task. Like you might have seen chat GPTs these days, which is most frequently used. So chat GPT is an example of AI chatbot. So basically with this Hello Tars website, we will be creating predefined rule-based chatbot and we can actually create according to our need the chatbot with the predefined rules. So you have to basically visit to that website. So let me take directly to that website and will guide you that how you can create it. So if anybody wants to log in or wants to create the chatbot simultaneously, he or she can do that. I will share the link in the chat box as well. Hope my screen is shared with you.
Yes, ma'am, but we can see the PPT only.
Okay, we'll share it. Okay, so I'm not sharing the link in the chat box. So if anybody wants to work on it, he or she can do that. So if you go to that particular link, you just have to log in with your own account. If you click over here, you will be able to log in. You just have to put your basic details like name, registration, your email ID, and you will get registered to it. Once you get registered to it, you will be actually able to see such type of screen. In that, you just have to click on new chatbot. Once you create a new chatbot, there are so many templates available. You can directly use these templates, or if you want to make it from scratch. So you have to click on create from scratch and give a chatbot title. So I'm giving over here the title admission assistant. And once you have given the title, you just have to click on create. It will directly take you to the page where you can actually add a predefined rules and will be able to make your chatbot. As it's taking some time to load, let me show you one more chatbot that I have already created, but not with this website. I have created that in Python. So for that, you should be having some basic knowledge about Python, and then you will be able to make it. So, and that we have to actually import some of the libraries. So these are all the libraries that I have imported. So obviously I will be using some internet links. So that's why I have included this Wikipedia and geocoder for getting the information about the, you can say the location. If you want to find out the location where you are right now and you want your chatbot to tell you the location, the time, the date, you can do that with this basic code. So what you have to do is you just have to enter some of the details. It will ask you user ID. And once the user ID you mention, if it's correct, it will ask you the password. And once the password is correct, you will be actually able to use this chatbot. So after that, if you write name, you just have to use some phrases in it. So if you write the name, it will and all the details about it. So after that, if you type location, it will give you the location where you are right now. And similarly, if you use the translate phase, it will actually give you the translation. That is, if you write something in English and you want to translate it in Hindi or Gujarati or Bengali, you can do that. So I will show you the implementation of this as well. And then if you write current time, it will tell you the time in hours, minutes, and seconds, but what time it is. And if you want to play some song, you can play it as well. So once this code is written, I just have to run it. So once I click on the run module, it will actually ask me the username and password. So it's asking me, hi, what is the user ID? So it's 28671. So now it's asking me the password. The password for that I have saved as robot. So it is asking me that what type of assistance I require for from this chatbot. So let's say I want to know his name. So I'm just writing name. So it will actually tell its name, what name you have stored actually in the code, and all the details what you have stored about the chatbot, it will tell you. Now, let's say I want to find out the time. So I will be writing current time. So it is telling the time. Right now, the time is 4:19. So that's why it is telling me 4:19, 16:19:56 seconds. And if I want to know about the weather, so I will be writing just weather. And it is asking me the city. I'm right now in Phagwara. So I'm just writing Phagwara. So it will fetch the data and then will give me the temperature, wind speed, latitude, longitude, and description. So right now the weather is cloudy. So that's why it is giving me the description of overcast clouds. So if suppose I want to know, I want to translate some language, I will be just writing translate. Now it is asking me that what text I want to translate. So let's say I want to translate hello. So now it is asking me that in which language I want to translate hello. So I want to translate it in Hindi. So for Hindi, the shortcut is HI. For Gujarati, it is GU. For Bengali, it is BN. And similarly for other languages. So I am writing HI. That means I want to convert hello in Hindi. So it will give me. So it's. I have by mistake given the space that is not allowed actually. We have to be very careful with the syntax at what we are giving. There is some error incorporated, might be due to internet issue because it requires a good speed internet. So I'm just logging it in again. So I'm writing translate, hello, and then HI for Hindi. So it has given me in Hindi Namaste. You can see over here. I have highlighted it as well. So in this way, the translation is working. So if you want to know the location of yours, so I am just writing location and it will directly tell me where I am right now and also will redirect me to the page in which I will be actually able to see the exact location of mine. So here it will get updated. So I'm right now here. So that's why it is showing me somewhat here in LPU. So in this way, you can make your chatbot work. So if you want to suppose play some music from the internet again, so I'm just writing music in it. And now it's asking me that what music I would like to listen from it. So let's say I want to listen LPU Verto song. So I will be just writing LPU Verto and it will redirect me to the YouTube page with LPU Verto song. And please make sure you should be having a very good internet speed with it. Let's skip this ad. So whatever music you want to play, you can just give that name of the music and it will directly redirect you to that page. And if suppose you want to know something, you are not aware of some words, some keywords, so you want to know that, you want to get you directly to that particular page on Google, so you just write help in it. And let's say we want to know what are robots. So I will be just writing the question and it will actually gather the text from the Google and will directly give you over here. So this is all the text that has been taken by from the Google, and it will actually read for you as well. Hope this finds you exciting. Now let's see whether that Hello Tars is working or not. Actually, from the morning, this website is having some internet issue. So it's not loading since morning, but still it's not working, but it's very easy for you to work on with. You just have, it's just a block based coding. Actually, you just have to take the blocks uh, from the component list, and then you just have to enter the details, what type of questions you want to ask, what type of data you want to predefine, and then you can use this Hello Tars for creating your chatbots. Now the next thing that I want to show you is one of the video that our student has created, and I'm very proudly announcing it because he has actually incorporated that chatbot in this humanoid robot and make it work based on whatever it is actually asking it to do by, you can say, voice commands. Till now, what I'm showing you is with the text-based commands, but the voice-based commands you can also give to that chatbot and it can perform accordingly. So this is one of the example of humanoid robot where we have inbuilt chatbot and we are giving some voice commands to it. So you can actually go through this video. Now the user is giving the command in Hindi, like piche jao, so it is moving backwards. Now he has given command ruk jao, so he stops and then he will start moving forward. It can actually understand both Hindi and English language. So in this way, you can create your own chatbots, and you can actually incorporate the application of chatbot and robots as well, so that you can control it with the voice commands. You can control it by giving just text through your mobile phone, through your laptop, through your iPads. So you can make your robot control, but while sitting at a single place. While sitting in some other room, you can control it with just using some chats or voice commands. So hope this finds you helpful, and thank you very much. If anyone is having questions, they can ask. We'll be happy to answer it.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for insightful, informative, and impactful presentation. Your expertise and knowledge in this field is evident from the quality of discussion today, and your insights and perspectives provided valuable information to our attendees and help to deepen their understanding toward this topic. So thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, we have few queries from the attendees. So with your permission, we can take those queries now.
Yes,
All
yes.
right. So, ma'am, there is a query from Varun Sharma. He wants to know that what kind of advancements we have in the university at which are at par as compared to other universities. So, what's your take on this, ma'am?
Yeah, so basically, if I compare with other universities, here we are having proper lab for robotics, where students actually do some hands-on with the sensors, with the robots, and we are having some manipulators also. Like you have already seen one humanoid robot. We are having that also, with which students can actually implement some advanced techniques on it. So as compared to other universities, I can say that we are having almost every, you can say, components that actually we require in robotics, with which students can actually perform some hands-on on it. Not just the theoretical knowledge we are giving, we are actually letting them perform some practicals. We are actually letting them to participate in some of the competitions, so that they can actually innovate, they can actually think of some out of the box actually. So yes, I think we are having actually everything about robotics till now.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, ma'am, there's another query from an attendee. As you have shared a video of a student who was working on a project, I think he developed a robot. So the question is related to that, that if any student have such kind of idea, how LPU faculty support that idea?
We are completely supporting them. We are, if whatever aspect you want the help, we are ready to give you. We are actually helping with the making you understand about the basics of everything. Like if suppose a student has created this humanoid robot, we have let him understand. We are having courses also. We are having some particular subjects in which we are giving some robotic language programming knowledge, so that student can actually build those. And if they are going to use some of the sensor, we are actually giving them about the in-depth knowledge about those sensors, so that while they're using it, they should know the principle about the sensor, that what type of data that sensor is giving, and how we are actually going to interpret that data and use it for further applications. And we are always ready. The faculty over here we are having is very much, you can say, cooperative. We are always ready to help anyone who is interested in innovating something and making some these kinds of projects. And with that only, our students are actually able to create such innovative projects.
Absolutely, absolutely. I completely agree with you, ma'am, on this, that our faculty is so supportive, and they help you, attendees, they will help you in each and every step of whatever kind of guidance or assistance you require in any terms. LPU faculty is there to help you to grow, to help you grow professionally. So thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, we'll take up another query. The query is that what kind of softwares are required, and are these softwares are included in the curriculum?
Yes, all these softwares are included, and basically you will be requiring some programming languages, software like C, C++, Python, and robot operating system. Some of these are open source, but yes, like MATLAB, like virtual instrumentation, these are not open source. So we are having those paid license for that, and that are completely accessible to each student.
Last but not the least question, ma'am, attendees wants to know that what kind of books they need to purchase while taking admission in the LPU in the specific department, electronics and electrical engineering.
Okay, so basically, every book is actually, if some ebooks are available, so we are actually providing them. And our library is having a vast number of books, so I don't think so you have to purchase it from outside. So it is completely available. A lot many books are available in the library, and most of the books are ebooks. So that's why students are basically preferring to go with the ebooks instead of issuing from the library. And then, yes, they go to the library, they study it over there, and else ebooks are very much helpful in that.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for resolving all the queries of our attendees. And now we have few queries from the admission point of view. And for that, I would like to invite our admission nominee, Pankaj sir. Please join us and enlighten the students, broaden their knowledge about the admission part of the university. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, great. Right. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm just going to share my screen. After that very technical presentation, I will just go to a different thing. Just give me a moment. I guess my screen is visible to all. Kindly confirm.
Yes, sir. It is, sir.
Okay, great. So let me just run it. Right. So after that technical aspect from ma'am, I would like to shift the onus a little bit on what you can expect when you come to the university. And there was a question, the last question that ma'am answered, in which the student had asked that what kind of infrastructure do we have, what kind of libraries and books and everything that the student was asking us. So allow me to tell you about the infrastructure and what you can expect when you come to the university. So this is what is expected when you come to the university. Allow me to start with a very positive note, and the note is that
Yes, sir.
or things like yeah, that is something which is most important. Yeah, a university is meant to create academicians and researchers and things like that. But the most important part, apart from that, would be creating what you call is sports people and other cultural activities that we also do at the university level. So what you're seeing on your screen are those brave hearts who have brought laurels to the university, to the country, to the state. These are all our students. Neeraj Chopra is our student. Bajrang Punia, our student. 7 members of the Indian hockey team, which won a bronze medal at the Tokyo Olympics, are our students. Manpreet Singh, the then hockey captain of India, is our student. So this is the kind of these are the kind of sports people that we are preparing, not only academicians and researchers. Yes, we are preparing those people as well, but you can expect to become a great sports person if you join the university. We'll give you all the chances. So let me go ahead. Quite recently, we had the Khelo India University Games, which happened, which concluded quite recently, and LPU was the runner-up. LPU was the runner-up over there in those games. So we are focusing on an all-round development of the students, not only education. Yes, education is a priority, but there are things beyond that as well. As I was telling you, that Neeraj Chopra, who is our old student, and he's been persistently bringing laurels to the university, to the country, and to the state. Well, placements, any university should have a good placement record, and this slide just showcases the same thing. These are the 1 crore flag bearers of the university, are alumni working all over the globe and in the top organizations, with the best organizations earning a package worth 1 crore or more. The Chancellor of the University, Dr. Ashok Mittal, was quite recently called to the House of Lords, British Parliament, and he delivered a lecture over there. And just to share with everybody that he is a sitting MP with the Rajya Sabha. Rankings of any university is of prime importance, and this is how our ranking stands. The World University Ranking, that's an international ranking. The World University Ranking 2023 has ranked LPU amongst the top 23rd. Rather, it's in the 23rd ranked university amongst the top Indian universities by the World University Ranking 23. Ministry of Education, NIRF ranking, we have been ranked 47th in India. There are around 1,000 universities in India, and we have been ranked 47th amongst them. We have been ranked 13th in law. We have been ranked 12th in architecture education. We have been ranked 19th in pharmacy. And this is the next one to watch, which is relevant to all of you. We are ranked 51st in engineering. So we have been ranked much above than quite a few NITs and IITs in India. So our overall ranking is 51st in India when it comes to engineering education. Similarly, B schools, business schools, we have been ranked 34th in India. That's a pretty prestigious ranking that we have got. Moreover, we have been ranked by yet another international accreditation body. That's the Impact Ranking, the World Impact Ranking times higher education. We have been ranked 74th globally. As far as the Atal ranking is concerned, we have been ranked 3rd in India. So these are some of the rankings, some of the most important rankings that we have been awarded by the government institutions and some world ranking bodies. Campus life and exposure, once again, a very, very important vertical of education. This is what you can expect when you come to the campus, and this is what we have done till now. The year was 2019, and we hosted the 106th edition of the Indian Science Congress, and it was inaugurated by none other than the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, and he came to the campus, and quite a few students all over the country participated in this Science Congress. The Dalai Lama, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, was here a few years ago, giving away degrees in one of the convocation ceremonies. So these are the kind of intellects that we bring to the university. 2 former presidents of India and Afghanistan sharing the same stage, giving away degrees, awarding degrees to the students in one of the convocation ceremonies. We had the late Finance Minister of India, Shri Arun Jaitley ji, in the campus a few years ago. He inaugurated a startup school at the university. Spiritual gurus like Gauhar Gopal Das, they also thronged the campus and give away live sermons to our students, to the faculty, to the parents, and everybody. Yes, these people also visit the campus. They also come to the campus, not to sing and dance only, but to interact with the students, share the life experiences with the students. So this is the kind of exposure that you can expect to come your way when you join the campus. Infrastructure, now that's an important part once again. Talking about the infrastructure, these are the libraries that ma'am was talking about. In the last discussion that we had, there was a student who had asked about the books, the facility of books and libraries at the university. We have got a fully automated library. We have got a central library, and each department has its own library. So books will not be a problem. If you want to issue books, you can very well issue books. And that can also be done in an automated way through an ERP solution. And you can, we even have cyber cafes within the libraries of the university. Well, that's a marvel of a building. This building houses the central library of the university, and it also houses the electrical and electronics department plus the electronics department of the university. We have an indoor sport. We have an indoor what do you call? This is a auditorium that we have. Auditorium that we have. It's got a capacity of 2,500 people in a single go. All the cultural events and things like that happen over here. Well, that's the pinnacle of a building at the helm of the campus, 600-acre campus. At the heart of the campus, we have got a mall, and let me take you inside the mall. These are the interiors of the mall. We have got provision stores. We have got other stores where students purchase their stuff. So you can buy a Pepsi to a laptop from this place. It's also got recreational facilities such as the bowling alleys. It's got gymnasiums. If you're a health freak, you should be a health freak. So if you're a health freak, you'll be trained by international trainers in our gymnasiums. God forbid any student falls ill, but if some student falls ill, we are ready. We are ready with a hospital within the campus, and it's a 25-bedder hospital with resident doctors, staff, even a dental chair to your disposal. Well, let me also take you inside our sporting facility. This is the sporting facility. The onus lies on this sporting facility that we have been doing good with sports. We've got Olympic-sized swimming pools. You name a court, you get it. We've got badminton court, we've got volleyball court, we have basketball courts. We've got all sorts of courts that are court games. We even have shooting ranges. So a student who is good at shooting or wants to pursue shooting as a sport, then we have got shooting ranges as well. We've got cricket pitches, we've got football pitches, so outdoor games are also pretty much feasible. Moving on, that's a panoramic view of the university. That's a night vision of the university. And well, that's a very important slide, my dear students and parents who are watching this broadcast. If you want to visit us, you want to know more about the programs, eligibilities, and things like that, do visit us at www.lpu.in, or you can always write to us your queries at admissions@lpu.co.in, or you can speak to our experienced counselors on 1-800-102-4407. That's our helpline number, admission helpline number, and our experienced counselors will help you with your queries. So I guess that's all from my side when it comes to the infrastructure and what you can expect when you come to the university. So over to you, Dr. Ruby.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing this information among our attendees. So, sir, with your permission, and ma'am, if you don't want to add anything to this, can we wrap up the session today?
I guess that's all from our side. And if the students don't have any questions, I guess so long till then for the next session over here.
Thank you so much, sir. So attendees, that's all for today. My heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for attending this webinar on the topic Chatterboard. Your presence, participation, and support was instrumental in making the webinar a grand success. And experts, you have brought valuable insights and expertise to the table, and your presentation and discussion were both informative and engaging. And we understand that your time is valuable, and we appreciate the effort you took to join us and helped to create an environment of collaboration and learning useful to the attendees. And attendees, thank you so much. We look forward to hosting more such informative webinars, and for that, keep a check on our website, that is www.lpu.in. So thank you so much. Until then, signing off. Thank you, everyone.